Well, many consider the Iron Bowl to be the greatest rivalry in college football, and Alabama-Auburn fans love to battle one another, especially for a good cause. Tonight, News at 9's Elizabeth White joins us live from the East Alabama Food Bank for the latest on the Beat Bama Food Drive. And Elizabeth, this event has been going on for decades, always a great event.
It is a fantastic event. You know, this has been going on since 1994, and really the goal is simple. Auburn wants to beat Alabama. Alabama wants to beat Auburn. They want to see who can raise the most food and then obviously distribute to those needing families in the Alabama area. Since its inception in 94, get this, both schools have provided 3.6 million meals for families in Alabama. And as Martha Hink with the East Alabama Food Bank always says, come on in here, one meal makes a difference. Right now I'm looking around, donations are critically low, the shelves are empty. Are you concerned?
I'm actually very concerned. We're standing in a room that is normally full of product waiting to be sorted and then distributed out to our agencies. And right now it's quite low. Partly it's low because we've come through a summer of very low donations, but the other thing is, as quickly as the food's been coming in, it has been going out. Today, more than 23,000 pounds of food went out to our agencies that came to get food.
So you need donations desperately. And people don't realize this is a problem that impacts our schools, our neighborhoods, even our next door neighbors could be dealing with food insecurity issues. It's a prevalent issue in this area, right?
We always think of hunger as happening someplace else in Bosnia or in Africa, and it's hard for us to understand that it is happening here. 1 out of every 6 people living in the state of Alabama is considered food insecure, which means they lack a reliable source of food. Right. And even more frightening is when you take that down to the level of childhood hunger, it's 1 in 4 of the children in our communities often go without food.
Right. It's scary. What do we need right now?
Well,
what are our favorite products?
We need everything, but honestly, anything that's got protein in, peanut butter is one of our all-time favorite foods. But we think about things that children like, things that older people like. Anything that has protein in a complete meal is absolutely wonderful. We're also thinking, because most of us are planning holiday meals, we're thinking about things that make a meal. So rice dishes, canned vegetables, canned fruits, all of that is very much needed.
And the food fight lasts until next Friday. Where can people donate?
So we have barrels, collection barrels around the community. Many of the local grocery stores have barrels in them, and also some on campus and in various other places. And probably the easiest is to go to the food bank's website or to your station's website and just look at that list of those locations and find out someplace that's easy. You know, the key is, I think, is when you go do your own shopping, pick up just a couple of extra cans of food and drop it in the barrel. We honestly believe that every meal matters, and while we can't do everything, we can't feed everybody that's out there. What if I can feed another family, and what if you can, and then what if each one of us does that? We can make a real difference.
And you talk about the little girl who told you she would just drink extra water at the water fountain at school to make her tummy stop hurting. That shouldn't happen here. It shouldn't happen anywhere.
It shouldn't be that way. You know, I think sometimes when we hear numbers, here in Lee County, more than 24,000 people are food insecure. Sometimes those numbers just kind of have a tendency to go over our heads. So for me, it always goes down to the people that I've met. The gentleman who was going to our community market, our food pantry, and he had to just stop and eat because he was so hungry. He peeled the food and ate it right there. The older lady who was eating cat food and rice, and she said that's the best that she could afford. The little girl with the beautiful frizzy hair who said her daddy just told her drink lots of water in the water fountain, and then she wouldn't feel quite so hungry.
Martha, the stories are here. We need your help. You see the shelves are empty, so please donate as much as you can, especially for the holiday season. And also for more information on the Beat Bama Food Drive and the food fight, and also where you can drop your donations off, all you got to do is visit the East Alabama tab on WTVM.com. Barbara, every meal counts.